Hello friends, this is Normal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to do the camera review of the new budget smartphone, the Coolpad Mega 2.5D. So the Mega 2.5D from Coolpad is a selfie-centric smartphone with an 8 megapixel front-facing camera at this price point. So not too many phones offer 8 megapixel selfie cameras in the price of rupees 7,000. So that's where the Coolpad Mega is being advertised at. This is a selfie-centric smartphone with both the rear camera and the front camera being 8 megapixels. Now the front camera and the rear camera have f2.2 aperture, and this is a selfie centric smartphone. We have also LED flash for the rear camera. Now let's open the camera interface and see what all features has this to offer, and also check out the performance of this device. So here is the camera interface. You can see here there is night mode, video mode, photo mode, and also beauty mode along with the professional mode. So there are a good amount of options included in the camera, and if you go to each of these modes, we'll just explain some of the options available. So you can see there is flashlight auto, and you can turn this on as well. Then apart from that, you have this HDR mode, which can be auto HDR on or off as well. Then the option to switch to front facing camera, and here we have the settings and the modes. So you can see there is panorama, GIF mode, and sound and shot mode. And in the settings you can see there are some options like facial recognition, say face information and photo, touch to wake up. Then we have a picture resolution 8 megapixel, that's 4:3 aspect ratio. If you want 16:9, that's 6 megapixel. Then you can select the storage path. QR code scanning is also included, and also some other options included along with the timer mode. So that's the camera settings. Now let's go to the professional mode. So professional mode, we have this white balance, ISO, exposure, manual focus. Then we have saturation and contrast. So good professional mode where you can increase or decrease the saturation for the photos as well. That's something really useful in a budget segment. If you want the photos to look slightly more saturated than actual colors, so that's where the saturation comes in. Then you have this beauty mode, and the video recording mode also is available, where the video recording is limited to 720p. That's kind of disappointing, although the camera interface looks quite good. The 720p recording is definitely a disappointment in this price point. A lot of cameras have been gone to 1080p, even in the budget segment, even in 7K or even 5K price point we have 1080p recording, and Coolpad is limiting this to 720p. Now if you go to the other option, there is also night mode. If you're taking pictures in low light, there is also night mode to help you get better photos. Now that was the camera interface. Now let's go to the front facing camera. Now here we have this beauty mode. You can change the beauty level mode, and here also there is HDR included, and you can see GIF and sound and shot also included. And in the settings you can see the exact options which are available for the rear camera is also available for the front camera as well. So this is again an 8 megapixel shooter, and here we have the photo mode as well as video mode. Video is again 720p. There is also beauty mode along with some filters included. So that is the camera available, the camera features available. Now let's go to the rear camera again. Now let's have a look at some of the samples which we have taken with this camera. So here are some of the daylight shots which we have taken with the Coolpad Mega 2.5D. Now as you can see from the daylight shots, the colors have come quite good for a phone in this price point. The overall clarity also looks quite good, but the sharpness levels aren't very impressive. So for example, if you compare with the Redmi 3S, you can see the sharpness level is much better on the Redmi 3S when you compare with the Coolpad Mega 2.5D. But nevertheless, we would say the clarity of the photos is quite impressive for a phone in this segment, and the colors are pretty spot on, more or less natural colors. But again, with bright sunlight, there is a tendency of the photos to be slightly yellowish in nature, but again that's not a major issue. But overall it looks quite good. Even the close-up shots have come pretty good on the Coolpad Mega 2.5D. So in bright sunlight, the camera performance is quite good and does the job pretty well in this price segment. Now talking about the low light pictures, that's where this camera struggles, and you can see the images are noisy and does not retain that good clarity, and it's not the best we have seen in the budget segment. Considering the price point, you can't really expect a high-end performance from a budget camera, but still it could have been slightly better considering that the Redmi 3S produces better shots. So the 8 megapixel rear camera does a good job overall, we would say, but in terms of the low light performance, it could have been slightly better, but with artificial lighting, the camera performance seems to be quite decent. Now let's move on to the video recording. As I said before, it's a 720p sample, that's the maximum available with the Coolpad Mega 2.5D, and the quality of the 720p sample was quite average, not the best though, because it's just a 720p sample, and the competition offers 1080p samples in this price segment. So the video recording was quite decent, just like the rear facing camera. The 8 megapixel shooter does a decent job. Now let's move on to the front facing camera. Now here are some of the front facing camera samples. Again, if you're a selfie focused person, this is quite good performance from the selfie camera, and overall clarity looks quite good. So the selfie camera definitely impresses on the Coolpad Mega 2.5D, and these selfie photos are good for social sharing. So that is the camera performance of the Coolpad Mega 2.5D. So all in all, we feel the rear camera definitely does a good job overall, does produce some decent quality photos considering the price segment. Although the low light performance was not impressive, it still was quite decent overall. Now the front facing camera again was pretty impressive. The 8 megapixel selfie camera will not disappoint you, and the only disappointment for the camera is a 720p sample, which we feel it should have been 1080p. So all in all, the Coolpad Mega 2.5D is quite a decent performer with the camera in this price point. It may not be the best, or nor it might be the Redmi 3S, but it's still an above average camera in this price segment. If you're really focused on camera selfie experience, this is a decent buy overall. So that's all guys with the camera performance and review of the Coolpad Mega 2.5D. Hope you like this video. If you plan to buy this device, we have the link available in the description to buy this. It's available exclusively on Amazon. So that's all guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.